All right, my people, welcome back onto this channel. Well, this is another strong one reaching us. Still on the matter, Yoruba nation or going back. Exactly what it is, exactly what the people are talking about right now. There is this information that is actually reaching us, though a lot of people have actually talked about this, and then I think there are some elders in Yoruba land that are not acting the way they are supposed to act, and the majority of people have made it upon themselves. They have talked about the fact that one of the major elder statesmen that has been a problem for the Yoruba race is the former head of state, Olusegun Obasanjo, and a lot of people have actually exposed this man. They have exposed Obasanjo to the extent a lot of people made it clear that if you check his origin, he's not even a Yoruba man. And then according to what I had gotten to us, a lot of statements have been made known to every one of us that Baba Obasanjo, why is it that you had deep-seated hatred for the Yoruba people? According to what had been gathered, Baba Obasanjo was alive when the late Obafemi Awolowo was alive, and then according to the legacy that the late Obafemi Awolowo carried, he was of the opinion that Yoruba nation must stand in the end. And then for somebody like Obasanjo to be a close ally to the late Awolowo, the kind of character he's putting up is not what he is supposed to be putting up. In that case, a lot of people have made it clear that if Baba Obasanjo is a good man, he is supposed to support the late Awolowo's legacy. And meanwhile, according to what had been gathered, it had been made clear that right from beginning, former president Olusegun Obasanjo had deep-seated hatred for the Yoruba people. And it has been made clear that Chief Obafemi Awolowo is remembered today because he loved his people. No matter all the plea, Chief Aremu, Obasanjo cannot change. Let us focus on Yoruba nation. It is a project that is realizable without his involvement, but God is on his throne. God bless Yoruba people. Well, a lot of people have made it clear that without Obasanjo, Yoruba nation will definitely stand. But the whole issue had been that as far as Yoruba nation is concerned, somebody like Baba Obasanjo should have taken it upon himself to make sure Yoruba nation get actualized, most especially at the age to which he is. That what kind of legacy is he going to leave behind if at the end of it all he is gone? What are people going to talk about him? Now a lot of people can talk about the late Obafemi Awolowo legacy as a very good one because he stood a good ground. He stood a stand that Yoruba people must be free. Yoruba people must be free from slavery. And a lot of allegations had been made against the former president Olusegun Obasanjo on how he stopped the subject of history in the country because of his wrong attitude, because of his bad character, because of his wicked attitude. Many people are not saying any good thing about this man at all, and it's so unfortunate that all these are happening. Now everybody had made it clear, if Baba Obasanjo want to have a good legacy after he must have left, he should better come out and fight for the Yoruba nation to stand. A lot of comments keep coming in. Obasanjo ọmọ àlè àgbàyà ayé àti ọ̀run ni, ṣùgbọ́n mo mọ̀ wípé dájúdájú ẹ̀san yóò ké lórí Obasanjo láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà pẹ̀lú Elédùmarè. Pẹ̀lú àṣẹ Elédùmarè. Okay, that's exactly what somebody has actually talked about. A lot of people are boiling right now. Majority of people are not happy with all this that had been exposed. Yeah, so and then according to what had been gathered, a lot of people have made it clear that Baba Obasanjo is not a full Yoruba man. According to what has reached us, it has been made clear that Baba Obasanjo, the father of Baba Obasanjo, is from Anambra State, while his mother is from Nupe. And if you want to take a very good look at that, you will discover that they are not from Yoruba, meaning Obasanjo is not a Yoruba man. A lot of people have asked that question, then how come he got that name Obasanjo? And then many people made it clear that his father actually stayed in Abeokuta, and for a very long time they had a space. And then according to the news and the rumor that got to us, that he was named that name Obasanjo while when the people were associating with the father. Okay, and now to us it's now starting to get to our understanding that if that is the case, if the father is actually from Anambra State and the mother a Nupe woman, meaning in the end this man is not a Yoruba man. Could it be the reason why he has been against the Yoruba people? My brother, my sister, this is not funny at all. Now, everybody is of the opinion that Obasanjo does not love the Yoruba people simply because he is not a bona fide Yoruba man. That's so serious. And meanwhile, according to what had been said, that the kind of hatred the former president Olusegun Obasanjo has for the Yorubas had made Yoruba to be set back in this manner. And also talking about what had been happening in the country, that the way the Fulani people have been tormenting the Yorubas. If you take a very good look at it, you will understand that Baba Obasanjo never said anything on how the Yorubas will be liberated, that he has been looking away, that he has never fought for the Yoruba people to be freed. Okay, and then meanwhile it is also gathered that this man, the former president Olusegun Obasanjo, that he never loved the Yoruba people. And then according to what had been made to describe him, it had been made clear that Baba Obasanjo doesn't even want to see the physics of the Yoruba people in the bin. You can imagine that is how terrible it had been. Obasanjo has actually made all the Yoruba people to suffer. A lot of people have been reacting in different manners onto this one, that all that is happening in Yoruba land have reasons, and then all the bad things that have been happening is something that the former president actually knows about. And then as it stands, everybody is of the opinion that Obasanjo has been so much in support of the Fulani people, of which even the Fulani people do not recognize him as a part or a friend of theirs, but recognize him as just a messenger. That the earlier the better, the earlier he understand where he belongs, the better for him. Okay, and then according to what has also been said, that they are buying a lot of Yorubas. Obasanjo had been looking away. He never sent the Yoruba people. Oh my goodness. Obasanjo ends are not clean, according to what had actually been said. And it's also gathered that Obasanjo is a betrayer. That's so serious. And then they even made it clear that this man Obasanjo, that he should be very careful, because God is watching all his manipulations in the life of the Yoruba people. My brother, my sister, a lot of things are still coming in. All right, and then also it had been made clear that the former president Olusegun Obasanjo, with all the crying that had been happening in Yoruba land, Baba Obasanjo tied the hands of all the Yoruba people, that the Yoruba people should not fight, even with all the crying and the rest of them. It had been concluded that Baba Obasanjo, your hands are not clean. You can't remain forever. You should remember that. We remember Awolowo till date because of his good deeds. What can you say? about? What can people say about you? You destroyed Yoruba land cause of your wickedness. If you want a better legacy, support Yoruba. Let us go our separate ways, or else it will be so disastrous. All right, so majority of people have actually made everything clear onto this one, and it is also gathered that Baba Obasanjo should renew his mind towards doing good. Your wickedness is too much. And meanwhile, I'm getting a lot of reactions coming in onto this one. Nígbà tí Baba Obasanjo ti ní kí àwọn ọba máa dọ̀bálẹ̀ fún àwọn gómìnà, gangan ni a ti mọ̀ pé Baba Obasanjo ìkà ènìyàn ni. Alright, so somebody just made that clear. So go and see the road that leads to Obasanjo's house, in fact to his state, from Lagos to Obasanjo's hometown. It is not motorable at all. Obasanjo is the biggest fraud in Nigeria. Oh my goodness. Well, somebody is of the opinion that Obasanjo deliberately destroyed all the achievements and then accomplishments created by Baba Awolowo. Obasanjo is the #1 enemy of the Yoruba land and then her people. Oh my goodness. My brother, my sister, I'm getting a lot of reactions right now. Oh my goodness. Baba Obasanjo, you need to wake up. You need to do the needful. The people have made it clear that Baba Obasanjo, try as much as possible to renew your mind towards doing good. Your wickedness is too much. This sounds so serious. This sounds like the people still want him, they still love him, but he should try as much as possible to renew his mind towards doing good. Well, my brother, my sister, this does not sound well towards the former president Olusegun Obasanjo. I think the earlier he starts to renew his mind, the better for him, because majority of people have said the same thing against him, which is very, very wrong. Well, my brother, my sister, onto this one. Yoruba nation no going back. Exactly what it is, exactly what the people are talking about. What more can we say? Meanwhile, let me have your own take on this one, and remember to subscribe for more updates if you are just joining us on this channel for the first time. All right, thanks and God bless.